Hello, my dear students and viewers. Today, I stand before you to explain the English grammar, particular direct speech and the indirect speech. So, before going to teach the direct speech and the indirect speech, some introduction parts are there. So, I am going to present you that how we represent the speech of other people, how we represent the speech of other people or when we represent the speech of other people or what we ourselves say or what we ourselves say, what we ourselves say is called as reported speech. So, if you will see that, before going to explain the direct speech and indirect speech, the introduction of a direct speech and indirect speech, it's likewise how we represent the speech of other people. The speech of other people, or what we ourselves say is called as a reported speech. This reported speech is divided into two categories. Two categories. Or two types. First is direct speech. Second is indirect speech. So, this reported speech talked by other people is called as reported speech. The talk of other people is called as reported speech. This reported speech is divided into two categories or two types. One is the direct speech and the other is indirect speech. So, it is called as a reported speech. So, we will see what do you mean by reporting verb. Before going to explain the direct speech and the indirect speech, we have to follow and we will understand the meaning of reporting a verb. When we tell someone, when we tell someone, when we tell someone what another person said, what another person said, when another person said, we often use, we often use the verbs such as ask, such as say, tell, and ask. So, when we tell someone what another person said, that means about another person. What that another person said, we often use the verbs as say, tell, and ask. The same time, these are called as reporting verbs. These are called as reporting verbs. So, the verbs we often use by saying someone what another person said. We use these verbs, say, tell, and ask. Commonly, generally, these are called as reporting verbs. These verbs are called as reporting verbs. Many reporting verbs can be followed by either by an infinitive or in ing form. Reporting verbs generally we called used as say, tell, and ask. But many reporting verbs also are followed by either an infinitive or in ing form. So these are the specially reported speech which is divided into direct speech and indirect speech. Reported verb as a we use what another person is person told or said by say, tell and ask, and some others reporting verbs followed by either an infinitive or in form. So let us see what do you mean by direct speech first. If we will say that the words spoken we express in our indirect speech, we can reproduce the words exactly spoken by a person. In direct speech, we can reproduce the exact words spoken by another person. Direct speech. In direct speech, we can reproduce the exact words of words spoken by another person. Exact words by another person. And which is enclosed with is enclosed within inverted commas. Inverted commas. So, if you will say that direct speech, in direct speech, we can reproduce the exact words spoken by another person, which is enclosed within the inverted commas. Example. He said, or said, he said, I am busy. She said, I am busy. So, this I am busy is the exact words of another person when we represent that another person. Exact word enclosed with inverted commas. So, again we will see indirect speech. In indirect speech, we express the words spoken by another person in our own ways where inverted commas are not used but a conjunction that we use. So, in indirect speech, we express the words. In indirect speech, we express the words spoken by another person in our own ways. where inverted commas are removed, where not used or removed. Or removed. What a conjunction? That conjunction is that we use. So example, she said that she was busy. She said that she was busy. So, exact words of another person here we don't use. So, in our own way, we express it by removing inverted commas and join a conjunction, use one conjunction that here. So, she was busy. Then we will see they in a direct speech and indirect speech some rules are there to in direct speech and in indirect speech some rules are there. We will see. So, first we will see first rule. If in direct speech the reporting verb is in present tense the verb of a reported speech is not changed. in direct speech, the reporting verb is in the present tense. This reporting verb is in present tense. The verb of a reported speech is not changed. It is remain. It remains as present tense. Example. If we will see that he says the life is bed of roses. So, this is a direct speech. In indirect speech, he says that life is bed of roses. Here, reporting verb says and is. It is not changed in indirect speech. In indirect speech, these present tense says and is, these are not changed. He says that life is bed of roses. Here present tense life is says and is are unchanged. Life is a bed of roses. So, second rule, we will go through that. Second rule, rule number 2, second rule. If the tense of the if the verb of if reporting if the verb of direct speech Its or reporting verb is in future tense. The tense of reported speech not change. If the verb of a direct speech or reporting verb is in future tense, the tense of a reported speech is not changed. So you will see that example. He will say, I am free. It is a direct speech. Direct speech. He will say that he is free. In direct speech. In a direct speech, he will say, I am free. In indirect speech, he will say that he is free. So it is not changed. So rule number 3 we will see. If the reporting verb is in past tense, the verb of reported speech is used as corresponding past tense. So, if the third rule, main rule, if the reporting verb is in past tense in a direct speech, in direct speech, the verb of a reported speech in indirect speech is used as corresponding past tense. If past tense is used in a reporting verb, in a past tense is used in reporting verb in a direct speech, the verb of a reported speech or in a indirect speech, the verb is changed as a corresponding past tense. So, my dear students, today it is three example I had given, three rules. More rules about to direct speech and indirect speech I will give in my next video. Till then, goodbye. Jai Hind.